Oh, here we go! Game is unpausing, and we are finally getting this match underway. I'm so excited, so happy. With that said, yes, we do have all of our players right now gathering up their first little bit of items, and they're going to be deciding what they're going to be doing. And look at that panda. What is that? Is that a panda with wings?
That is Captain Bamboo.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
He's a very cool courier. Very cool courier.
I've never seen that before. He looks like a bug, kind of like a bug panda. That's amazing. And we do have some drawings happening in the map screen there. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, so going up to the top lane right now for the Radiant, we're looking at Disruptor going up there with Lifestealer. Mid lane right now, we have Queen of Peen making her way to the mid area. In the bottom lane right now for the Dire, it looks to be a tri-lane being set up with Rubik, Leshrac, and Naga Siren. So we're going to be seeing some things right there. Going down to the mid right now, we already have an early harass by this lone druid just tracking down that Queen of Peen. Queen of Peen's going to have none of that, saying, get out of here, you little bear. And that will be it for that bear. Tri-lane being set up for the Radiant right now. As mentioned before, Disruptor and Lifestealer being joined now by that Shadow Shaman. Wards being placed by the Dire team on the bottom lane there. So we're going to be seeing some activity happening in a couple of moments now, 5 seconds before the creeps are going to be launched out of the lanes. So another ward being placed right now for the Dire team. So they do have some pretty good vision, map vision. So I don't know, what are your thoughts about these tri-lanes that are being set up? We see a Naga, Leshrac, and Rubrik in the bottom. What do you think?
Yeah, the double aggressive tri-lane, both teams sporting an aggressive lane. It'll be interesting to see how the solos fare against those tri-lanes.
With that said, we do have a Rubrik with a haste rune right now, making his way down to that poor Darkseer that does not have an idea of what's happening. Possibly could be caught unaware if a telekinesis is cast by that Rubrik, and he has picked it first. So we will watch that, and yes, they can hear the TV apparently. So. Yeah, might want to turn that down. Or I don't know, maybe we have to talk lower. I don't know.
I am not sure.
Yeah, I guess we're going to be finding out in a couple of moments. So maybe on their end they can adjust that, and we can continue on in a couple of moments. So that's that's pretty funny. So yeah, you were just about to talk about these tri-lanes. So we have the Lifestealer, the Disruptor, and Shadow Shaman on the top lane there for the Radiant, and he will be going against this lone druid who will be alone, going against that tri-lane. Of course, he has that really cool Spirit Bear. I like this new addition. I really like
panda,
it. Yeah, the panda's really cool. I like that a lot.
Double panda there.
It's very cool. And of course, we were talking about this Magnus. We weren't too sure where he was going to be, and he is in the mid lane right now, going against that Quap right now. So. Our lanes have been formed, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on all three of them, of course, as best as we can. We're kind of multitasking here right now with the casting and the camera work and all sorts of fun stuff happening. Just keeping a little watchful eye on this Rubrik. I'm not sure if he's looking for an opportunity. He is going to be joined by that Leshrac right now, possibly trying to go for a first blood against this Queen of Peen. Ping has been made. They may be making a push. They're just chilling right now in the woods. Queen of Peen, I don't think she knows what's going on. And there they go right now. Telekinesis casted on Queen of Peen, as is an Earthshock. Just, oh, Magnus getting that first blood. Very nice skewer and a shockwave. Very nicely done for the Dire. Team Sand drawing first blood in this round 2 matchup. And going back down to that bottom lane, we do have Naga Siren going against that lone druid. And yeah, thoughts about that first blood?
I mean, solid first blood. I mean, they made the ping, made the call. Rubik and the thing, as we see the pause and repause going, I'm not too sure what the rules are about the pausing here, but
not too sure either. But hopefully, yeah. We're reading the chat right now as it's streaming through in game. I guess it was a little bit of a call there for the not calling out the pausing. So I really like this Rubrik right now. He's selectively waiting for opportunities to get in there, like as we just saw a moment ago with that Queen of Peen being taken down. and he's making his way right now to support that, to support Leshrak, and to go against this tri-lane that's formed right now for the Radiant. Going back down to the bottom area, there is a regen rune. Magnus is going to be bottling that up for saving it for later on. Naga Siren teleporting out of there as well.
And we do see some lane shifting. Now we see Lone Druid in that hard lane for the Dire team. And now it's going to be a try versus try. The defensive try lane with the Rubik, Leshrak, and the Naga.
I think that's like a really good thing. I don't see a lot of teams kind of adjusting in that sense. For like usually when you see lanes that are set up, like that's it. But seeing such adjustments made early on in the match, I appreciate that. I like that. Usually when they do that, that's it. Like it's set in stone. But this is not the case. So with that said, we're going to go back down to. We're just looking at the last hits right now, and denies. Lifestealer well ahead with 14 last hits, 4 denies. Looking pretty good also is Magnus there with 11 hits, 2 denies. So this tri-lane, they do have a look. They are going after that Disruptor. He's taking a lot of damage. Shadow Shaman getting in there, helping out Disruptor. He is going to get away by the looks of it. Very close call for him indeed. Big play there by Obscene to help him out. To help out Disruptor, and they're teleporting out, going down to the bottom lane right now. Might be able to see some action right here. They're reinforcing that Darkseer going against this really cool Spirit Bear, Lone Druid. So it's very interesting. We're seeing all these the shifts happening.
Yeah, and you see that shift. You can see on the Dire side there, both of those supports moving out. Looks like Leshrak and Rubik, they're rotating as well.
Ooh, double damage rune just spawning right up there right now. Rubrik, everybody's just leaving it alone for the moment. I think they want to have that Magnus pick it up possibly, but we're going to keep an eye on that Shadow Shaman, and he's in the woods right now. Leshrak just waiting there as well. And a lot of good action so far. 1-0 lead for Team Sand, 4.5 minutes into this match. And pretty good Dota so far. We do have a little bit of action happening right now. Disruptor making a static shield right there. Queen of Pain, Split Earth casted. All sorts of trouble right now for Shadow Shaman. He's taking a lot of damage, but look at this. Leshrak is in big trouble. He's been taken down. Queen of Pain getting that first kill for Team Peen and forcing that Magnus and Rubrik to back off. Big play there by Team Peen. And of course that necessary kill for that Quap. So double damage rune on that Magnus, casting a shockwave, pushing them back. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, a solid engagement there for Team Peen. I mean, able to get that kill without giving up too much. I just want to point out on the Magnus there, him getting that first blood allows him. He has the boots, he has the bottle, so he's going to be more versatile. He's going to be tough to kill. Especially in this very early game. And so when he does have the DD popped, the RP is up and ready to go. So we'll keep an eye on him as the game goes on.
Definitely got to keep an eye on him, and keeping an eye on this Lifestealer. He's in all sorts of trouble right now, taking quite a bit of damage, forcing to have a Tangos right now to regenerate some health. That Lone Druid having a good time against him. But lo and behold, look at this. We have a Shadow Shaman coming up behind the woods looking for an opportunity, but this Lone Druid playing that bear really well, getting some vision, and is now aware that Disruptor and Shadow Shaman have joined this Lifestealer, and that's going to force him to back off a little bit just for the time being. Going into that mid lane right now, Rubik and Magnus keeping some good pressure on that tier 1 tower mid lane, and right now it's pretty much a free farm. But it looks to be that they have an idea right now. Rubik, Leshrak, Magnus, they're making their way. They want to swing around down to that down through the river, picking up that regen rune is Magnus. He's bottled that up, and they're going to try and see, I think, to catch these three, the Disruptor, Lifestealer, and Shadow Shaman off guard. So, and we will keep an eye on the health right now of Lifestealer. He has taken a lot of damage, so right now it is 4 of Team Sand's players going against 3 of Team Peen's. And look at this telekinesis on Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman in all sorts of trouble right now. Earthshocked. Oh no, that's it for Shadow Shaman. He's been taken down, caught off guard with Shadow Shaman. 3-1 lead for Team Sand. And they're really, I like what I'm seeing here. Like, we're seeing Team Sand moving around the map. Like, they're looking for opportunities. They're catching players off guard, as we just saw a moment ago with that Shadow Shaman being taken down. And it doesn't look like it's going to end there. Rubric is making his way around the woods, possibly trying to catch this Lifestealer. And he does! Telekinesis casted on Lifestealer. Lifestealer has no choice but to cast Rage to get out of there. And there's a Magnus with a Skewer and Shockwave. Will it be enough? No, it won't be. Thunderclap casted on Magnus. And look at this Queen of Pain coming in there! All sorts of trouble now. It's turning around, and now it's Rubric who's in big trouble. Nice Earth Shock on that Disruptor. He almost gets hit by that Shockwave. And now, once again, Shadow Shaman is in all sorts of trouble, being taken down once again. Is Shadow Shaman. It's a 4-1 lead for Team Sand. Big play right there. That was a nice seesaw match. I loved it. That was awesome.
Yeah, the Shadow Shaman taken out. Looks like they're going to continue this push here as they move in on the Disruptor. He's going to be A-okay. Oh, but that will be the Nyx going down. Disruptor barely alive. Queen of Pain's going to have to blink out. They need that Dark Seer wall up there in order to stop that push. More aggression paying off for Team Sand.
Yeah, definitely more aggression paying off for Team Sand. And, you know, if you're Team Peen right now, you want to have like some sort of turnaround. Like, you don't want this game to start snowballing on you, right? Like, it is only a 5-1 lead right now, but you know, it's still anybody's game. We're just passing the 8.5-minute mark for this match, and it's a 5-1 lead for Team Sand. We've seen some pretty big plays. They have caught a couple of Team Peen's heroes off guard. So really enjoying this match. And we're seeing right now a Magnus who has an Invis rune. And look at this. Darkseer has no idea right now that he's actually walking side by side with this Magnus. Magnus is probably hollering at his buddies right now to catch this Darkseer off guard. So
waiting for his time to strike.
Just waiting for his time to strike. And there he does. Nice skewer right there for Magnus. And Darkseer having to cast that Surge to get away, and now it's Magnus who's going to be TPing out of there. Will he be able to do enough damage? Yes, he does! Magnus gets taken down. He bit a little bit more than he could chew. Very surprised.
Wow.
If I'm Magnus right now, I would not be too happy with that.
I mean, looks like a bit of hesitation there by the Magnus. It was uncertain what he wanted to do, but nice play by Unforeseen. Just popping that ion, just right-clicking him. Didn't even need the vacuum to cancel the TP. Nice play. Yeah,
and, you know, I'm just thinking, oh, look at this right now. Net on Darkseer, all sorts of trouble. There's Queen of Pain with her ult with a Sonic Wave, and it's Disruptor being taken down. Naga's taken down. Lone Drew taken down. Just heroes falling left, right, and center in that engagement. And now we do see Team Peen there with a couple of kills. 7-4 lead for Team Sand.
Yeah, 2-for-1 trade there going against Sand, and both your carries going down. I mean, you know, Magnus just dying moments earlier, that's not what you want to see, especially with this Nyx. Does have the Midas up. He's going to be free farming this bot lane.
Yeah, definitely is going to be free farming, and we do have Magnus regenerating right now. He does have his reverse polarity up, and look at the rune right there, bottling up that haste rune. This is going to be very helpful in a team engagement. Possibly they might be able to look at this Queen of Pain right now, and it does seem to be the case, that rune being casted. There's Magnus rushing in right there. Reverse polarity misses. What a blink by Queen of Pain. That was a big play, and definitely saved her from dying.
Yeah, and now you got the RP down for a buck 20, or down for a bit of time here as he moves in with the haste here. Queen of Pain almost getting caught there. There goes the scream. Magnus, he's going to run on out of there with his haste. Now we see some right clicks, disruption field. Oh, whoa, my goodness, the glimpse bringing him back. That leads to a triple going down there. They're definitely working out for Team Sand there. Wow,
yeah.
That was an interesting glimpse there being cast by the Disruptor.
Definitely a questionable glimpse indeed, and it really didn't work out too well. 3 of the Team Peen players being taken down, and also it looks to be that Tier 1 tower is going to be going for Team Sand, possibly in the early goings of this match, just passing the 11-minute mark. All systems go right now for Team Sand. That was a pretty big play. Magnus, he is getting those kills. And right now he does have a couple of goodies on the way with this really cool career. I love it. Recipe Drum of Endurance is going to be coming to Magnus, and they're doing pretty well so far. That Tier 1 tower going to Team Sand in the early goings of this match, and it looks like now they have their eyes set on that Tier 1 top tower. for Team Sand. So, with this tower going down, it's going to be a significant gold advantage. And look at this. Who's TPing in? Big questionable play there by Queen of Pain. TPing in telekinesis. She's been taken down. Too little too late there for Dark Seer. Couldn't really do much to help out Queen of Pain. I mean, you got to have that awareness. Yes, and unfortunately, Queen of Pain was in trouble right from the get-go. And there's the net on Dark Seer. Can't surge out of there. Telekinesis casted, and he's been taken down.
Yeah, they're able to stack that Shadow Shaman now. He's going to try and run away. Him and Disruptor on the run. The Disruption field goes up. He will take a new kid, but here comes Magnus from the back with the skewer!
And the Shockwave taking down Disruptor and Shadow Shaman. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and this all kind of goes back to that Queen of Pain just TPing in and just getting the telekinesis up there and going down. Not a very wise play, not really helping the team. You're going to force your Life Stealer to kind of force to fight, or at least attempt to D this. And if you're Team Sand, you have a huge advantage now. The good play by the Magnus, even getting that double kill. My word.
Yeah, my word indeed. And there's a skewer by Magnus. Does get that reverse polarity off, and there's an Earth Split by Leshrac. Queen of Pain trying to do what she can. Wall of Replica being cast. All sorts of trouble now for Team Sand, and now they're forced to back off. Glimpse casted. Very nicely done by that Disruptor. Naga having no choice but to cast her ult, but it's not going to be enough. She'll be taken down in that engagement. But pretty big defense, and my mouse is just going a little crazy. Sorry about that, guys. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage as well. She's going to be taken down in that engagement. There's a nice skewer by that Magnus. And there's Dark Seer with a vacuum. Will he be able to escape? No, he will not. We have a killing spree Magnus. All sorts of trouble right now for Team Peen.
Yeah, Magnus just going off here, 519. I mean, 519. It's not even 14 minutes into the game, man. He's done very well. Lone Druid as well, 5-1-6. Important thing to note there is there certainly wasn't a cohesive team fight going off there. And with that said, Team Peen kind of went in one by one, and there was at one point there, Team Sand, all of them were low. All 5 members were low. They were retreating. You had the Glimpse back. You took the Naga. Instead, Queen of Pain goes for that dive, tries to get the Scream, tries to get that nuke damage in, and just doesn't really benefit them. They do pick up that 1 kill. Team Peen does add 1 kill, but I mean, 3 kills or 4 kills going the way of Team Sand in return. That's not the trade you want to make, especially in the early game, especially with your Queen of Pain. My goodness.
My goodness indeed. 18-5 is our lead for Team Sand. All systems go, and it does look like they are gathering into that mid lane right now to possibly busting open this tier 3 tower and racks. We're going to see what's going to happen here in a moment. Some goodies just being dropped off for that lone druid. That bear right now, look at this, a sacred relic already. Actually, yeah, 15 minutes into the match, this bear is almost looking at a Radiance so far. So, pretty aggressive play right now for Team Sand. And look at this Magnus! Reverse polarity, catching only the Shadow Shaman. Shockwave dominating is now this Magnus. All sorts of trouble. And the Shadow Shaman did get those wards off, but it's not going to be enough, though. And look at this. Queen of Pain being taken down as well. 21-5 is the lead. All sorts of trouble. There is Life Stealer trying to do what he can to stop this constant onslaught by Team Sand, but really all systems go. They are going to make a push for that tier 3 tower now, it seems, for the Radiance. So
yeah, I mean, misplays kind of happening here and there. But, I mean, Team Sand now, this is definitely snowballing. I know that team fight there. Magnus was able to skewer. He skewer RP just the Shadow Shaman, but he didn't have to catch 2, 3, 4 guys in the RP in order to win that team fight. I mean, you stack that with the TK, you stack that with the Split Earth as the tier 3 drops. I mean, just a lot of disables coming out there. And now as the Queen of Pain's trying to chase, she's going to run into Magnus. Magnus going to skewer
there's
her
a
back,
Magnus. Nice. Big play there by
Picking
Magnus.
Picking up that nuke. The TK.
Whoa, glimpse casted by the Disruptor, and a Song of Naga is going to put a stop to that. I guess that's a little frustrating.
Yeah, the Song of the Siren just resetting things, and it's always great to have that kind of escape button. You just tap that ultimate, and you can TP on out of there. Just everyone can just take their time and slowly walk on back. Limited casualties. 21-6 lead for Team Sand, and this has certainly gone in a hand very, very quickly for Team Peen.
Definitely, it's just one of those games. It seems, like what if you're right now, if you're Team Peen, what do you think the strategy is?
a team. I mean, the only thing I could really say is, yeah, I mean, there are lots of disables going against you. But I mean, you do have the disruptor. He does have the static shield. You do have the wall of replication with under the Darkseer. You do have the fairly decent nukes. I mean, I'm not sure how relevant they are with all the farm going up there on the Naga Siren and the Magnus, as we see a smoke going down through the mid lane here. I think at this point, it's you got to end up with a favorable team fight. You got to focus on those AoEs, focus on that damage. I mean, you know, Nyax's focusing on the heavy farm, not doing a whole lot or able to do a whole lot in those team fights. I mean, Shadow Shaman could provide one disable. You got to just focus on the team fights, I think, if you're Team Peen. But it is certainly a large hill to climb.
Lifestealer's in a little bit of a pickle right now. For whatever reason, they've decided against it. A questionable choice right there. Using the smoke, I guess they want to go for more than one hero. So yeah, we're looking at Queen of Pain, Shadow Shaman, Darkseer, Disruptor to track down, I guess, the Team Sand. I don't understand why they didn't go after that Lifestealer, but still, smoke is still up. And, well, no, it's not anymore. They have decided to make a push for mid. And right now, it is Team Sand making a push for that top tier 2 tower. So, yeah.
Yeah, then there's that early push we were talking about in the pregame, during the drafting phase, pardon me, you know, coming to fruition here. They're not going to be able to do this. It's going to be an uncontested tier 2 takedown. You know, and that's what happens. You know, you get that early advantage. You know, you get the CS up on the lone druid. You get the CS up on the mag. I mean, you have the pushing up there on the Leshy. As you see the team fight go down here, Queen of Pain going to go down here, as well as the Shadow Shaman. I mean, just I don't think that at this point they can be stopped. I don't think at this point they can be stopped. There was the counter push, the tier 1 mid going down, but I mean, trading taking a tier 1, but also trading your own tier 2 and 3, not a good trade, not where you want to be for Team Peen.
Definitely not where you want to be. Queen of Pain, Shadow Shaman just a moment ago was taken down. That melee Rax taking a significant number of damage. There's a nice vacuum wall of replica being cast, but this bear, this spirit bear is just having his way with this Darkseer. Actually being taken down is that bear. But look at this. We have Lifestealer taking a lot of damage, and there is yes, it's a lone druid just dominating now, and also Leshrac with a wicked 6 streak, and GG is being called. Yeah. This is the second game in a row that Team Sand has won. And that will be it for Team Peen in this round 2 match. 26-6 is our final for the kills. And just like our last match, it was a quickie. This was a quick match. Just less than 20 minutes, GG being called. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, just to reiterate, that early push, you had the Leshrac, you had the Naga Siren, you had the Lone Druid, you had that capability. They did pick up the early farm, snowballed quick. I mean, some questionable decisions, some questionable, I guess, overall engagements by Team Peen, and unfortunately that led to their ultimate demise. I mean, you know, giving Magnus a couple kills for free, maybe giving Leshrac a kill for free, maybe Lone Druid a kill for free. I mean, it all adds up. It all adds up, you know. And I mean, they weren't able to fight cohesively, and this early push it was too much for Team Peen to deal with, as Team Sand wins with convincing fashion. Yeah, with convincing fashion. I really enjoyed, even like right from the get-go, that first blood. That was fantastic. Like, you saw that Leshrac and the Rubric getting in there with the telekinesis on the Queen of Pain. Like, that was really good stuff. And, like, that's how you're going to win games. Like, you know, if you have that nice balance of aggression and good strategy. I mean, like, you had that double stun. Magnus there with the skewer. Like, this team... I like the team comp. I think it was really good. I mean, that push-heavy team comp. And not even that, but, I mean, you look at the team fights. I don't think there was an RP that hit more than 2. So, I mean, it was just one of those scenarios in which your best guys didn't even have to be your best guys, but collectively as a team, they fought well, they snowballed, and they took it home. Yeah, they definitely took it home. And with that said... That's the game, folks, and it looks like we're going to be taking a quick break. We'd just like to thank everybody.